Hi guys, this is Britney from Canadian Beats, and I have country music artist Jade Eagleson on the phone with me. How are you today?
Pretty good yourself.
I am good. So Jade, I just have a couple questions for you tonight to just get started. Tell us how you got involved in the music industry. I know that it's a really great story, and I know everyone will want to hear it.
Well, I kind of grew up with music all around me. Like my grandpa loved to strum on the guitar and write and play some of his own tunes, and my mom was a musician as well, and she actually makes a living out of it now. She teaches at an elementary school teaching just solely music, and she's a writer, and she's very creative. So I got a lot of influence from both sides of my family and a lot of support as well. But I kind of initially really put my foot down and started grinding in the music scene just because my farm was kind of, I didn't know if I could really afford to get it just with a normal working salary. So, and I don't know if I was smart enough to go through university and become a doctor or anything like that. So I just, I just started working hard in music and kind of started aiming towards that goal of someday getting the farm, which is kind of feasible just because of the overwhelming support I've gotten from everybody.
No, that's awesome. It's so good to hear that the reasoning behind it. It's such a heartwarming, humbling story.
Oh, thank you.
So one of your ways that you had gotten started was you did the Boots and Hearts Emerging Artist Showcase. So what kind of doors did that open, and how was it like to be able to perform for that?
The Boots and Hearts is just, that was absolutely amazing, and everything that they do for the artist coming out of like the Emerging Art Showcase is just overwhelmingly amazing. So like, I don't know, after I did the Boots and Hearts thing, they just kind of, it's obviously awesome to like play and then introduce yourself to a whole new world of country fans, and you got such a different demographic there. There's some older folks, younger folks, people are just there to enjoy country music. So right away, I got a lot of amazing fans and support right out of the gate by playing Boots and Hearts. And from there, they've kind of been following anything that's going on now, and it's kind of like a family. Once you play Boots and Hearts, they kind of become your family. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. So you also recently just hit 4 million views on your single Got Your Name on It. So this is such a heartwarming thing from all of your fans from Boots and Hearts, but what was that like? What was the feeling when you first got that news, even when you hit the first million?
The first million, I was absolutely blown away. I just kind of like, I can't even count that high, so like, I could have just taken a really, really long time, but it is just kind of overwhelming. I couldn't believe it. And then 2 came along, and then 3, and then 4, and I'm still just kind of flabbergasted. Like, I can't believe it. But, everyone that showed up that day, there's Ben Nexel is the director, and there's co-director, like Dave. They just really crushed their job. And Ben's vision for the video really just kind of, exploded. And a lot of people can relate to that. Everyone's got that, like, kind of love, and they bank on it, and then it's kind of cool in the end where shows the guy getting the girl type of deal. So Ben's vision for that and the way he drew out the story was incredible.
That's awesome. So what was the creative process behind doing the song and then transferring it over into a video?
I don't really know too much about that. I just know like Ben's done a lot of work with some other amazing artists, and he's just always kind of got these ideas that are extremely good. Like, you're like, how can you take a song like this? Like, what kind of can the story to Got Your Name on It be? And we just left it in Ben's hands, and he just really molded this perfect video and this idea of how we're going to play it out. So I was just like, I was just a kind of a singer-songwriter, and Ben's the brains behind that.
That's awesome, though. It's nice to be able to put your trust in somebody and know that they're going to deliver something so amazing.
Well, it's really cool too, because like Ben and I actually went to the same high school, and my we know it's his family, and we had no idea really going into it, and then we're just kind of like, oh, no way, you know?
Oh, that's awesome.
We're both very proud Crestwood Mustangs.
So you're also currently touring or going on tour with Gord Bamford and debuting your new self-titled EP. So what can everyone expect from the shows?
The shows are absolutely amazing, and the cool thing is I'm with JoJo as well, and Gord has it set up in a way that like no one's really opening, and we just kind of go on in between his sets where the crowd's already wild because obviously Gord's on stage. Kind of speaks a lot about him and his character, just because he's a really humble guy, down to earth, and he just kind of wants to incorporate everybody in the show, and just for the love of music, there's no first, second, or third place. We all feel like we're a part of the team. Gord and his camp here have done an amazing job just making us feel really loved and welcome.
So what can we expect for you from the rest of 2018 and going into 2019?
Well, 2018, I believe we're planning to release the song. Well, it's already out on the EP, but we're trying to maybe push Count the Waves to the radio, and then in 2019, there's going to be a whole slew of new music, so I'm really excited to get back down to Nashville after this tour. I mean, I almost kind of want to just live out this tour as long as I can and focus on one thing at a time, but, you know, being kind of like a musician and super blessed to enjoy every part of it. You know, there's the touring and the writing, so I'm just kind of living in the tour part right now, but we'll be doing some new music for sure in 2019, and we're trying to maybe get back into a more country style, which is what we kind of set out to do, and Universal and my management team at Starseed have been extremely supportive in that sense, and you know, I've just got the best support behind me, and we're really excited to get out there with some new music and with a new game plan.
Well, I know that I'm really excited to see what's coming up, and I know all of your fans are going to be as well.
I'm really excited.
That's awesome. Jade, I want to thank you for jumping on the phone with me. Those are all my questions for you tonight. It was great to talk to you and know about what got you excited about country music and what keeps you interested in this genre and with these crowds.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate that.